That's good. Okay. We need to saturate that color a little bit more. Usually if I have bad skin, I'll take the saturation out, turn the sharpness down with my Barbara Walters soft focus. If I do this, you can see everything. You can see every hair.
Les Peter Guitar Jam. Moo.
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 You scared me. You scared me. I'm scared. I'm scared there. I'm scared. I wasn't scared at all. Nothing scares me. I'm fearless.
Not even bears.
I'm Nay the Unfrightenable. Not even bears, dude. That bear scared the shit out of me. Damn.
Brop all day. Lunchtime.
Brop. What's a brop? I love that. She calls you brop. Bro, what kind of a name is brop? Motorcycles don't go brop, they go brap. Everybody knows that. They go brap, 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 brap. They don't go brop, brop. Well, I guess if you got like a 500 out there, like a XL 500 or, an Enduro, yeah, those 500s might brop more than brap. Brop, brop. Same power.
Phil.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Phil, what's up, Phil? Phil, what's up, Phil? So you guys had made a video, and I uploaded it to my YouTube channel, Truthier News. If you guys aren't following Truthier News, you can check that thing.
Drop all day. Deep two-stroke, LOL.
Deep two-stroke.
Big Merc 83. Yo, gang.
Big Merc, what's up, buddy? Going into my studio here. Okay, so here's the video that I just made. Now, it's got sound on it, and, I'm allowed to do this on YouTube, but I don't know if I can really play it. It's got Aretha Franklin's Respect in the background. But anyway, what I want you guys to do is just a 2.5-minute video, and we're just going to play this really fast. Okay, I don't want that on there. Hold on. I want you to look at all the things that Rome does. Unholy Rome. These are all the things he does for other people. Okay, so just watch the slideshow, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Here, I'm going to be right here getting ready with my bong here. I'll be on camera here in just a second. Okay, here we go. Just get me out of the way there. Okay, so these are the things he does. He makes these benches for people to sit on. When you're standing around waiting on a bus, it's nice to have a place to sit down. And something like that, you wouldn't even think about it, but yet he goes out of his way and he builds these things for people. And this is just one aspect of all the stuff that this guy has been doing. He is truly a hardworking activist, and I have a lot of respect for him. And I you know what? I couldn't have thought of a better song. Here you go. Here's a little bit of the music track.
I'm out to give it all my money and all my skin.
See that shit? And that shit hits, don't it? That shit hits. He built this fence for free for a neighbor that needed a fence.
Patrick John
She
Wilder.
didn't feel secure. So look at it's a beautiful fence too, man. He built that. He says, look, fuck the homeowners, I'll fix my own shit. Look, there's a giant pothole in his road. He went out there and he filled this pothole, man. With his own money. It cost him like $350 of his own money. Most people
Josh
just
G.
drive right through that shit and wouldn't care.
Good
But he
afternoon,
cares.
buddy.
He cares about his community, man. He does things like this. Backpacks. Look at this. Community march. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers. I'm smoking for Unholy Rome. Cyber.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
And if you want to donate money, those are the places where you can donate money to help him out. And in turn, that helps other people. You're doing a beautiful thing when you're giving this guy cash. And I'll do a bong rip for anybody that donates money to him on the show. So if you ever, get the urge to go over there, Patrick John Welder, you put up a link. What's that a link to? What's that for? Dude, I love that an Aretha Franklin video played after my video. My Truth Your News
Brop all
video.
day. Need more people like that.
Man, I wonder how many views it's going to get. It's got 4 views. Okay. 4 views. You guys want a direct link to my video? Here is a link. There's a link to the video. You know, go give it a like, thumbs up, share it around. That'd be great. But more importantly, go follow Rome on Twitter at UnholyRome, ROM3 on Twitter, man. And go check out all the great stuff he does.
Brop all day. Liked and subscribed.
Man, everyone getting all upset about frickin' Papergate with the FBI taking a picture of the files that Donald Trump stole from the White House. And they're like, yeah, they're so top secret. Why'd they take a picture of them and put them on the goddamn internet for everybody to see if they're so secret? Because they're not revealing the contents of those books, man. Just the covers. That's why. You know? Oh, and there was some content in those photographs that was digitally edited out. Huh. Interesting. Oh, yeah. They've literally edited out all the information. You can see they blacked it out with white. Yeah, look at this picture, guys. It's totally. I can't believe people on the internet are so crazy. They are so crazy. Look. You'll notice all those pages have white blanks over them. It's all wiped out. You know, it's whited out. They're taking a picture of the Time magazine covers and trying to say that because those Time magazine covers are there, you know, that it was an overreaction to national security. But dude, we're not looking at the Time magazine covers, you know. We're looking at all that shit. Who cares about the Time magazine covers? Who cares what was in a box that they stuffed this shit in with those things? Who cares? You know, that's what was in those boxes, man. You know, I don't understand why this woman thinks she's making some kind of a point. Wow, man. People are so stupid.
Dave C. Fishing.
God, they're so dumb.
No notifications. Dave C. Fishing.
Adam!
Found show organically. Adam Benson. Hey Nay.
Adam, where have you been forever, buddy? I haven't seen you in like forever, man. That's so funny. I just realized it's been like weeks, maybe longer, since I've heard from you.
Adam Benson. How are you, man? I need to stop in and say hello. Brop all day. I got my notification. Adam Benson. What's with the gay ban?
Gay ban? What are you referring to? There's so many, man. I don't know which one you're referring to.
Adam Benson. Today topic.
Gay ban.
Adam Benson. Today's topic, it says on top.
Oh, gays banned in Florida. My bad. That's from several days ago, probably. That was, that was a bill that Ron DeSantis passed that denies surgery for a trans person, I believe, to be covered under insurance. Gender altering surgery and beta blockers, or all of the different things that usually medical procedures would be helped with a gender transformation. They've made it illegal for them to get insurance payments for that. Because, they say it's elective surgery. And we talked about that. That may have been what we were talking about, or I may have been talking about something else. Because, trans doesn't mean gay. Those are two different things. And that, if I said gays banned in Florida, I don't know why I would have done that. I must have been really high and stupid. What are we going to say for today, though? Today we've been talking about Unholy Rome.
JG. Good afternoon.
Jody, what are you doing here? You realize, bro, you really fucking pissed me off this morning. I literally had to open up my fucking email account and to fucking put you on a block list. I shouldn't have had to do that. And you should have never fucking emailed me, ever. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. I don't want to open this because I want to empty out this ash. Ooh, it's hot. It's so hot outside. It's so hot. Man, I was out there working earlier today. I got so much stuff done out there. I'm getting all these weeds pulled. Man, I was working out here in this rock garden as well. I got attacked by fire ants. Dude, I think I'm going to get to the point where I'm just going to become Ant-Man. I'm going to become immune to ant bites. These fuckers got me. And I know why they call them fire ants, buddy. I know why they call them fire ants, man. It felt like I was standing on fire when those fuckers all decided to start biting the top of my foot again today. Second attack. Because I like to be barefoot. I like barefoot. I like to go barefoot, you know. And when you go barefoot, you get bit by
Adam Benson. Did you know triage oil is good for fire ant bites?
I did, but I don't even bother, bro. I just once they bite me, dude, the pain that initial pain is so acute. It is when a fire ant bites you right then. I mean, and you kill it, you know, you smack it and you kill it, and you get it off you, and that pain immediately stops. And then it just starts aching and stinging a little bit and itching or whatever a little bit. Dude, that feels like nothing compared to the initial bite. And you're just like, I'm just glad they're not biting me anymore, you know? But you can feel that poison stinging you. And this is what I imagine, as tiny as a fire ant is, and these were small ones. The first ones that got me, I didn't even see them. The second ones, they were tiny. And they're pissed. And oh man, you can control them with white vinegar. You spray white vinegar over an ant pile and they all go down into the ground. It doesn't kill them, but they hate it. And if you need to work around an ant pile, try that. Just spray white vinegar on the ant pile, man. They do not like it. So for a few minutes, you know, you'll have a reprieve. But these little tiny ones, when one bit me, I imagine how much poison is inside that tiny little ant that it can make it hurt that bad. And how many times can a fire ant bite you? Do they run out of poison eventually so that it doesn't sting anymore? You know? But how much poison does a fucking fire ant have? How do they do that? You know, they're so tiny. And I'm looking at these bites right now on my foot. The bites are bigger than the ants. And I wonder, hey, you know who texted me? Nate did. A couple of days ago. He goes, my friend. He texted me, my friend. Natus. All right, no law regarding cannabis. Happy 7/10, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Cyber.
JG. Cheers. Packing a bowl now.
Psst. Whatever, Jody.
You should have had that ball ready, man. What the fuck?
It's Jody, bro. That's the guy that was spamming me on my email this morning. Got me all pissed off on the live stream. It's my buddy that I grew up with. Acting like a fucking maniac.
Nays Garden. Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nays Garden, at Nays Garden Show, at Truthier News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Truthier News on Twitter. JG. LMAO me? JG. I believe you're mistaking me.
Oh, are you not Jody, bro? I'm sorry. I thought you were Jody. JG, my bad. Who are you? JG Wentworth. 1-800-CASH now. Are you JG Wentworth? The 1-800-CASH now guy? In my little old live stream? Hey everybody, we got JG Wentworth here. JG Wentworth. 1-800-CASH now. 1-800-CASH now. Oh my God, Cyber, you should see those commercials. You'd laugh your ass off. Oh, dude, let me see if I can find one. Oh, it's so fucking funny. Opera, yeah, the opera one. Oh my God, I love it. Oh God, I love it. I've got it. Dude, Cyber, watch this shit. You got my show on, Cyber?
Yep.
Okay, watch this shit.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877-CASH now.
I have an annuity, but I need cash now.
JG.
JG Wentworth,
That's funny as shit. I'm from Michigan, dude.
877-CASH now. They have thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments but you need cash now. Call JG Wentworth, 877-CASH now. 877-CASH now.
877-CASH now.
877-CASH now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
There he is. There's JG Wentworth. That was JG Wentworth right there. So I love that JG Wentworth puts himself in the fucking commercial as the conductor.
Yeah.
You know, as the guy that's... Who's that dog barking at?
JG.
Mom!
Hit that line now.
Is my dog barking? Is Rogan barking? Where's Rogan? Okay, hold on. My dog's barking about some shit somewhere. Is he bothering you? No, yeah, he's very playful. Yeah, play with him. Yeah, he's trying to play with you. Yeah, he's a lovely boy. Look at him. So he was barking because he wanted attention. So Rogan was like fiercely barking, man. There's a guy back here repairing the air conditioning. Hey, I know I say that a lot, don't I? It's crazy. But they're here again repairing that AC unit, and Rogan was like barking at the guy. And he's like, yeah, I don't know if he's like mad at me or what. I was like, oh no, he wants you to pet him. He's like, oh. He's like, okay. Then he went over, he pet the dog, and the dog was all marching around, all happy. He's prancing around. He's like, yeah, that's what I wanted. Hit that line. That's funny shit. I'm from Michigan. Hit that line. What line, JG? JG Wentworth. You're JG Wentworth, bro. It's so funny. He always says some shit. He's gonna say some shit right here.
77 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Yeah, it's your money. Use it when you need it, dude. I can only imagine what the interest rates are on a JG Wentworth loan. You know? JG Wentworth loan interest rate.
They're gonna be sky high, man. I would imagine.
Nothing on the front page.
Of course not.
Yo, you know what, dude? That's not what they do. You know what JG Wentworth does? I thought JG Wentworth was did loans. That's not what they do. If you have some kind of setup where you're getting payments for the rest of your life or for whatever, like you have a settlement with a law firm and they're like, okay, we're going to pay you $10,000 every year out of this settlement, you know. JG Wentworth will give you a lump sum for a percentage cut. They'll take those payments, right? You transfer the payments to them.
Yeah.
They give you a lump sum, but of course it's not the full amount. I wonder what their cut is, though. They're going to take a big old fucking percentage, I bet. But it
15,
doesn't.
20%.
I'd love to know, but I'll bet you could read about it on. How much percentage does JG Wentworth charge on an annuity exchange? $9 to 15% or more. Oh my God. There it is. The effective discount rates, which includes all its fees and can total 9 to 15% or more.
Oh, more, yeah.
But, you know, right now, a mortgage, bro, you can get a mortgage here for somewhere around 4.5%. 5% on a house. So you get a loan like that. When I'd refied, I got the solar loan. I got it for like 5.25%, something like that. They kind of fucked me on that one, man. They promised me like
We had...
what?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
No, I was just going to say they fucked me on my solar loan. They told me they were going to do, you know, like 4.3% or something like that. And then when I was ready to sign, they were like, oh, we can only do 5.7% or something. And I was like, that's a huge difference. You guys just fucked me out of an entire point.
Yeah.
You know, and, but, you know, they get you when you're desperate, and that's their fucking, that's their scam that they pull on you.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
We have some quick loans in Denmark. They had to put the government had to put a cut on that because some of those places they had a 900% fucking interest rate.
What?
Yeah. It was fucking people could not pay it back, but they fucking that was they fucking took advantage of, you know, people who had no money, then who fucking took a loan and then they have to wait 5 years until they have to pay it back, and then with crazy fucking interest, you know.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's fucking criminal, bro.
It is.
Predatory lending at its worst.
Yeah.
In Denmark.
Yeah.
That's vicious. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash. Nope, Joe Rogan's fucking trending. Joe Rogan's call to vote for Republicans sparks demands to boycott Spotify. 5 hours ago. Vote for Republicans?
I saw Dave Mustaine was on Joe Rogan here a few days ago.
Nick Adams says, I trust Joe Rogan more than I trust Joe Biden. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, I trust Joe Rogan more than I trust Joe Biden. Oh my God, of course I do. Fuck. And then the next guy says, Joe Rogan has always been a piece of shit. So the one that said, I trust Joe Rogan more than Joe Biden got 46,000 likes. And the one under it that says, Joe Rogan has always been a piece of shit, which is like one of the next biggest tweets, there's 1,130 likes. Next to 46,000. So, Joe Rogan's doing pretty goddamn good.
He is, man.
Dinesh D'Souza says, McEnany is the greatest of all time. McEnany, I don't know who McEnany is. Is that woman? She just fucking flat out lied Joe Rogan goes nuclear. How old is that? 18 hours ago? Dude, I want to check all this shit out. What the fuck is this? Jen Psaki. McEnany to Michael Jordan. What? Oh. Oh, her, Kylie McEnany, that fucking dumb bitch. Are you kidding us? Dude, that girl's fucking stomach is photoshopped. Don't give me that. It's such bullshit. You guys tell me if you think this is a real photograph. I mean, you gotta see her. You gotta see her too. My question is this. Why would her stomach be like that and her arms wouldn't be all shredded up too? You know? Do you think that's real? Or do you think that's like a
It
man's...
looks a little weird. I don't
It's
know.
a
man.
man's freaking stomach? Or they did some crazy shit there with Photoshop?
Yeah.
They just took a man's belly and just
Yeah, I
that
was
part.
about to say, it looks like a fucking man's fucking...
Yeah, and then they just pasted a man's belly on her shape. It'd be so
Yeah.
easy to do.
I mean, I never been with a girl with a fucking app like that. Apps like that.
I mean, and if there's a girl out there with a stomach like that, it ain't that one. It ain't her.
Nope.
But if you saw what was included in that, you'd understand why I know that's bullshit. You ready? Here's the big reveal, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the big reveal. A teaspoon on an empty stomach burns 12 pounds of fat a week safely. So you'll look like her, bro, if you just eat that powder. Just
Yeah,
eat the
of
powder,
course,
bro.
of
Just eat the
course.
powder, bro. You got something against powder, bro? Eat the powder, bro. Let's get powder, bro.
Yeah, if you look at her right arm, the arm hanging down, that was not look like an arm that would belong with those apps.
No, exactly. That's what I would say. She'd probably have, more of this going on, than just...
Yeah.
Nobody said anything in the chat about it. So, there's no video here. Oh, there is a video. Dude, Kelly McEnany was a fucking idiot and a liar for Donald
She was
Trump.
a propagandist. I mean, when she's working for the White House, she's this person that answers questions, and most of it, the hard questions, were all by Peter Ducey on Fox News. He was like the only guy that was like pushing back against her, and she just fucking flat out lied on not just one occasion, multiple occasions. I mean, maybe they had a narrative that they told her. Maybe these are talking
Dominic
points.
Leo.
Maybe that's her job.
May
But it's a
looks like
weird
she
job
put
in the
flex
beginning,
tape.
right? To begin with, because it's a job where you're not even asking the president. You're asking this White House press secretary.
Yeah.
So there's a person, and the only one that was good at that girl,
Big Merc 83.
McEnany. What's her name? Kayleigh McEnany, the one who worked for Trump. That lady was a
Kylie
fucking
McEnany.
assassin. That lady had like binders with like
McEnany.
footnotes, and they would say some shit.
like
That's
that.
interesting because actually CNN said this, and she would like quote it back to them and stuff it in their face. That lady's the best ever at that job. She's the fucking Michael Jordan of White House press secretaries. She's a fucking wizard.
That was it. That's the big fucking. That's what he said that got everybody all fucking kerfluffled. Who cares? Oh my god, who cares?
Exactly, man.
Fuck.
They just all mad he got that fucking big deal at Spotify, man. And they couldn't fucking cancel him.
Dude. He's unstoppable.
He is, man.
You know how Howard Stern calls himself the king of all media?
And no, I don't have watched that much Howard Stern.
Oh, he calls himself the king of all media. You know how that's what he calls himself. You think that maybe Joe Rogan is probably better suited for that title?
Yeah, well, Howard Stern can be
Right.
the jester of all media.
King of all media. Not anymore, bitch. That was before Rogan's son. Rogan and his $100 million fucking deal. I wonder how many year deal that 100 million was for.
It was for, I don't know, I don't remember.
10 year.
It was for a few years. 5 years, something like that, right? It was 200 million.
Dude, what the fuck? Let me fucking... Huh.
It's go out throughout 2023, and there's possibility that it will he will get even another 200 million to prolong it. It says 200 fucking million dollars. 200 fucking million dollars, dude.
Till 2023?
Yeah,
Oh my god, so it's just a few year... It was like a 5-year contract.
yeah.
Dude, I just heard my phone. I don't know where I heard... Oh, here it is. Oh, I heard my phone, bruh. Hey, Rogan's collar's charged. 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 I like that word. Yield.
At GPS color one.
Yeah, GPS collar.
What you want, baby, I got what you need. You know
I wonder if you've seen the video yet. Dude, oh, it's like, did you just see something run across the backyard that looked like a bear and it was at the top of my head going like this? Shoo. Dude, I wonder if you saw the video yet. I can't reply for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know why you won't let me reply to that.
Dominic Leo. Yeah.
Here we go.
Dominic Leo. It's Boo Boo.
Dude, I am so happy that I can use that song Respect for Unholy Rome. I was talking to Cyber and I was making that video before the show started, and I was trying to make this video for Unholy Rome, and I was like, what song? I gotta put some music to this. I got all the video put together. I was like, what song exemplifies Rome? What am I trying to say here? And I was like, I want to go with something from Motown, I was thinking along those lines. And I thought of I don't know, maybe one or two songs. And I was like, no. And I was like, Respect from Aretha Franklin. And then I was like, oh my God, I wonder if they'll let me use it. So I was talking to Cyber, I was like, how do we get the fucking download? He was like, SS YouTube. I was like, right. He's like, remember, it means screenshot. I was like, right. So I downloaded that thing and put it on the video and uploaded it to YouTube, and they gave me a red check mark, which means there's a problem. And they say, copyright owner allows use of this on YouTube. And I was like, yes. So I put it up there, man, and there's fucking Aretha Franklin singing Respect for Rome, bro. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome. So I hope people see those tweets. I hope he sees the video.
Yeah.
It didn't take that long to make it, though. It was pretty cool. It went through his feed, and I downloaded all these photographs from his feed. I wanted to include some video of him speaking, but I think I'll do that in another video. Unholy retweeted my tweet. He liked 2 of my tweets. I don't think he's seen it yet.
Dominic Leo. Yes, she was awesome.
Yeah, man, awesome. Okay, so if Unholy Rome, he retweeted one of my tweets. It was just his PayPal stuff. Anders Whitgren. What is today? On the 31st. God, I missed all these tweets. People trying to call me out over COVID and shit.
Nay's Garden. Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nay's Garden, at Nay's Garden Show, at Trivia News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Trivia News on Twitter.
Joe Rogan back in 2019 had a friend come on. right? He's his name was, I can't remember. It was, let's just say Joe Rogan.
Johnny Bravo.
What's that?
Johnny Bravo. That is Johnny Bravo, or what the fuck his friend? That
No, it
that
was
guy. That's totally conspiracy fucking.
no Eddie Bravo.
Yeah, Eddie Bravo.
No,
Eddie Bravo.
not him. It was a comedian guy, and I think he might be Asian. He's an Asian comedian, and it was back in 2019. His friend had COVID. And it was, let me see if it comes right up. His name, if I remember the comedian's name. This would have been a long time ago. And he almost died. He said he was on tour. They announced the COVID. I think he was in San Francisco or somewhere, and he's like, all of a sudden I started feeling kind of sick, he said, and then I couldn't fucking breathe. I wanted to say his name is Billy Lee, or
Bobby Lee.
was it Bobby Lee?
I don't know.
Is that a
But
comedian?
there is a few Spotify where he talked to a guy called Bobby Lee, and I'm pretty sure he's
Oh,
Asian.
dude.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't think-
on Google.
I don't think it was him.
Oh, okay.
Two years ago. David Cho. God, I can't remember who it was he was with. No, it wasn't Bobby Lee. Oh, this is a 3-hour.
Hello, David.
The imperfect, unrepeatable miracle of the universe. Thousands, like, I'm not good enough, I'm fat, I'm ugly,
Is like you. Like,
can kill you right now. And I'm, like, my friends come in, open the podcast door, I'm on the floor in the fetal position, and they're like, oh, let's go to dinner. And I'm like, you guys want to hear what I just recorded? This should never go out into the world. This should never go out. And I go, hey, I'm not gay, but what would it be like to just do a podcast with a huge dick in your mouth? So, and then you amass an audience of hundreds of millions of people
I don't think this was
for
it.
house for dinner. I want to cook for him.
Yeah, I don't think
And
this is the guy.
I froze again. I'll jump in.
It was a dude. He was a comedian. I think the guy's name was. It was a very serious interview, if I remember correctly. He was talking about. Okay, yeah, it wasn't Bobby Lee. Okay, hold on. They keep showing the same ones over and over again. But if I remember correctly, the guy was in really good shape, you know? I could just go back to Joe Rogan's show, to his channel, and go back 2 years in his videos. And I'll bet you I'll find that fucking video. That's where I'll look for it. 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, 11, 1 year ago, 1 year ago. Okay, now I'll start looking. I'm gonna say the guy's name was like Bobby Joe. No, not Bobby Joe. That was. You just said Robert Joe was the other guy. That's why I want to say that. Power of suggestion. You're suggesting things, and I'm Michael Malice. Ugh. Oh, can I bring this way? Is that possible? Yeah. Oh, Tulsi Gabbard. Fucking idiot. Was it Billy? It was Billy. I said Billy Lee, right? It was Billy. God, sorry, it just seems like the same faces over and over again. Put this down. Oh, yeah, that helps a lot.
Give me all one.
What's that?
No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Forget it.
2 years ago. David Cho. Bob Saget. Three years ago, so I think we've gone back too far. I didn't see the guy. Damn, man. Macaulay Culkin.
He's not Asian.
Jordan Peterson. Steven Crowder.
Imaditas. Hey Nate, good evening.
Eddie Bravo.
The Super 7 it is today, cheers.
That's it. That's the end. I went through all the way through, so it's possible that it's been deleted or set for private. Or it could have been less than 2 years ago. Rob Lowe.
Have you checked both YouTube and Spotify? I'm not. There might be
No.
some on YouTube that's not on Spotify and vice versa.
Check Spotify.
He's on Spotify now. All his new episodes is on Spotify.
The one thing I remember about this guy was he just looked very Asian or Hawaiian or something. That's the one thing I remember. Weird.
He was a comedian, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, check this list out here.
All right. Well, he had Kurt Metzger on. Lee Camp. He had Lee Camp on. That'd be worth watching. Michael Yo. That's it. It was Michael Yo, bro.
Roger that.
Thank you, Jerry 1280.
No problem.
Okay.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Michael Yo,
Yes.
back from the brink.
It's crazy.
You are the first guy that I've, well, my friend Sturgill got it, and I talked to him, but he didn't get it real bad.
Like, how bad is
He
not
didn't
real
get it
bad?
bad.
Okay.
He was like a little fatigued.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me the,
This guy's in great shape, young, healthy.
Yes.
You know,
full rundown. For people who don't know what we're talking about, you got coronavirus. You were one of the first to get it that I know. You got it right after you were on this podcast. You were on this podcast. You flew to New York.
Did Gotham for 4 shows.
Little rundown.
Yeah, little rundown. As soon as I landed, I did Wendy Williams on Monday, and then I flew back and went to Vegas for a day. As soon as I got back, and then I had 3 auditions. So I was run down. And that weekend,
Were you feeling sick already?
no.
so this guy talks about that he almost freaking died, bro. And
Just
No,
tired.
just tired. But I mean, we're always tired, really.
Right.
You
the
know,
the road gets you.
yeah. And I was moving all the time, and very stressful. You know, you're trying to perform, you're trying to learn lines for an audition.
Mm-hmm.
So I was very stressed out. I was traveling a lot, and that was like my 3rd weekend in a row. So it was.
Didn't sleep? Much sleep or not?
Yeah, I get great sleep, but you know, with 2 kids, like they're both at the age where you know you have to have both eyes on them.
Do you ever wear a sleep monitoring device or anything that,
I have, but
like a Whoop strap?
no, I've never worn that, but I get 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Like I'm a great sleeper.
Okay.
Like I sleep through anything.
Okay.
So it wasn't a sleep thing. I was just tired, overworked maybe. But Saturday, I didn't feel right. My temperature went up to like 101.
You flew to New York what day?
I was there Wednesday, which would have been, I'm guessing that date's May 4th. March 4th. March 4th. I performed the 6th.
I think 3 o'clock means it's time for kafefi. I'm gonna go make that. I'm gonna turn this up so I can hear it.
And 7th. Stayed the 8th. Did Wendy Williams on the 9th. Flew back on that Monday. Went to Vegas Tuesday morning. Came back that same day. Then
What'd you do in Vegas besides heroin?
we were, I was visiting her parents, my wife's parents, with the kids, and then, but
So
it
no
was
partying.
no party. It was drive in and drive out.
Okay.
But that's exhausting.
That's
That's
exhausting.
10 hours on the road.
Yeah.
And then dealing with 2 kids in a car, and then the 3 auditions, and then that Saturday, I didn't feel right. And this is, you got to remember, when I performed in New York, there's only 11 deaths, and it was like 3,000 cases.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much this thing has changed. But Saturday, I didn't feel right. 101, it went. I said I should isolate myself because in New York, that's all you heard about. So I was like, let me just be safe and isolate
So
myself.
let's break this down. So you
Mm-hmm.
leave Wednesday, you go to New York, you do a couple of different TV things,
Yep.
then you do the weekend at Gotham,
Mm-hmm.
and then you fly home, and then you go to Vegas on Tuesday, and then you drive home on Wednesday.
Drive back Tuesday night.
Tuesday. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
So in and out in one day.
In and out in one day. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday audition. Then Saturday, I was like, okay, this is my rest day. And then I woke up and something just didn't feel right. So I was going, okay, it's probably the road. I'm stressed, road. So it's about, during the day, I hang out, I isolate myself, but I'm between 100 and 101. Second day, I'm like 101, 102. But I'm still like, look, I'm gonna beat this thing. They say stay at home because at that time they said if you have symptoms, stay at home because they're taking the more serious cases.
Right.
So the Sunday came around. I kind of went down a little. I was taking aspirin, a lot of aspirin, because one doctor at the time said take it every 4 hours, and I was also taking aspirin and something else to bring your temperature down. I forgot what it was, but aspirin and.
But you said when you started taking ibuprofen, that's when it fucked you up.
That's when I felt it did. So Sunday, I started getting this massive headache. So that's when I really started popping the aspirin, every 3 hours.
But aspirin or ibuprofen?
It was ibuprofen.
There's a big difference between aspirin and ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory.
I was taking Advil. Whatever
Yes,
Advil.
that is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
This is what I keep hearing, and I don't know if this has been substantiated, that you shouldn't take ibuprofen while you have this.
Okay,
For
well,
whatever reason. I don't know what that is.
I don't know if that's been discredited or is that
I don't know
real?
either. I don't know either.
So I was taking a lot of Advil.
Okay.
A lot of Advil and Tylenol to bring the fever down. So I got it down on Sunday, but then I had a massive headache. So then they said, well, your temperature's going down. This was our doctor friend. Your temperature's going down. Just hit the Advil. So I hit the Advil. Monday at noon, I couldn't breathe. Like gasping for air. And my wife had to call 911 to the house to come get me. So I'm gasping for air. 911 shows up. They bring me outside. They throw me on this oxygen machine right away. They
What kind of an oxygen? A ventilator?
not a ventilator. No, just a normal oxygen machine. They say we got to get oxygen in you.
Okay.
And it was almost like a movie. The neighbors are all out. Ambulance is overlooking me. The ambulance is there. All the neighbors are looking. I can't breathe. My son is in the window. This is the worst. My son is in the window. He doesn't know what's going on, but he knows it's not good. And he's only 3, and he's crying. And I'm watching him cry, and I can't do anything. I can't breathe. And literally, when they picked me up to carry me to the ambulance because they need to get me to the hospital right away, it was the whole window thing. He put his hand up.
Oh, Jesus.
It really hurt me really bad. So I get into the ambulance, and they take me. As soon as I get to the hospital, the doctor goes, "You got corona." So they take.
But did they do a test or did you
Yes,
just know?
the first thing they do is they do a chest X-ray, and they go, "You got double pneumonia and corona."
What's double pneumonia?
When it's in both lungs.
Okay.
So double pneumonia and you have corona, we believe, but we got to test you. So they, swab me and stuff. But they took all the precautions like I had corona. I was the first corona patient at this hospital. This is how early it was, So they took me to ICU, and the doctor came in, and I go, "Hey, this is escalating real quick," and I still can't breathe. I go, "Am I going to make it?"
So that's all you need to know about that. He thought that he was going to die. He was asking the doctors if he was going to even make it through. So, don't tell me that this only affects old people, in a negative way, and that people like him, that are in good health just breeze right through it. I got plenty of friends who are in excellent health. Let me tell you, Mark is one of the healthiest people I know up there in California. He really is. You should see him. He's fucking crazy. Really good shape. He got that shit, and he said he didn't do very well with it. I had another friend, and she got it. She got it a second time, and the first time she got it, she thought she was gonna fucking die. She couldn't take her cat and her dog outside. She couldn't take care of her animals.
Josh G.
And these are people in
Did
really
they
good
ever
shape.
determine if the ibuprofen was hurting his case?
I doubt ibuprofen would be hurting his case, dude. It would, if anything, ibuprofen would be helping anybody that's sick like that. Fucking Josh G. MD. Oh, this coffee is fucking delicious. I know it's hard to see me. There's a lot of light coming in behind. Let me see if I can make an adjustment and see if it's tolerable. It's just going to look like I'm on the goddamn SS Enterprise.
Tula Rose.
Tula.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? Let's turn that sharpness down a little bit. With that nasty looking skin of mine. There we go. That's a lot better. So that is an interesting recount from one person who was obviously in pretty good shape. Of course, then you get a 40% increased risk of getting diabetes once you've had COVID. So don't get COVID. Stay the fuck away from it. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Check this out. Now they're finding it's not just diabetes. You have an increased risk of all kinds of fucking ailments after you get COVID. All kinds. So, it's best not to listen to people like Jimmy Dore. Who listen to people like Robert Malone and John fucking Campbell Soup Brain. Because, you might be someone like Michael Yo. You might be that guy. And maybe you don't work out as much as he does, and take as good a care of yourself and eat right like he does and get good night's sleep, and avoid alcohol and all that shit like he does. And you might be in a worse place, man. But
Exactly right.
the good thing is strains have been watered down now,
Nays Garden.
They've
Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nays Garden, at Nays Garden Show, at Truthier News for the full podcast experience.
They might be less deadly.
YouTube channel at Truthier News on Twitter.
100% sure on the death rates right now. I haven't been watching. But, I wouldn't be surprised. We can look at, we haven't looked at COVID death rates and infection rates in a long time. Let's pull that up, man. We haven't done that in forever, man. Let's see if I can find it. No, it's not going to come up on that browser because it's going to be a little bitch. There it is. Boom. I found it. Oh, I should have made that a fucking J.G. Wentworth for a lump sum of cash right now. Wow, that information came right up. Okay, so here we are. All right, I'll show you guys right now. Here it is. This is World Stats.
Graph all day. How does COVID and diabetes go together?
Brap, why don't you go check out the study, man? I can look it up for you. And they can explain the mechanics behind it. But, You know, they might not be able to explain the mechanics behind it. They might just be noticing an uptick in reported cases of diabetes after contracting COVID when comparing those rates to people who aren't having COVID, and then seeing what their rate of becoming diabetic is compared to that. I would think that's the study. Not that they would know how COVID does it, you know? But maybe ask, who was it? Josh GMD? Maybe Josh GMD has the answer. Because I certainly don't, man. I have no idea what the mechanics are behind it. So they say Japan's got the highest cases in the last 28 days. Then South
Josh
Korea.
G. I asked a question, bro.
I know, but it was like a loaded question. Come on now. Your question seemed like it was like conspiratorial, bro. The guy's talking about getting COVID and you're talking about fucking ibuprofen? I mean, come on. I mean, do not... I wish my girlfriend was here. She's a nurse's assistant, you know, so I could ask her and just mention that to her. She'd probably say, no, we give ibuprofen to fucking COVID patients. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe it's the worst thing you can do. I have no idea. All I know is that when I have pain and I take ibuprofen, it usually makes my pain go away. So I would think that that would assist you in COVID, you know, if you had some sort of uncomfortable feelings due to the COVID, maybe the ibuprofen would help soothe that as well. Yeah, just doing this.
They take that list out to the left and scroll down till you come to Denmark. I want to see the numbers.
Josh G. Well, he mentioned it and ID never heard of that, so I asked that when he stated it. My B, Mr. Literal, haha.
Dude, all I got is what you tell me, man. I don't think I caught what he said about ibuprofen. Let me see what Cyber sent me. What did you send me something? What?
Oh. I said take that list you have out to the left with all the countries.
Oh, yeah.
And scroll that down until you come to Denmark. I want to see the numbers.
Okay. Right there. 36,000 cases. Of total 3.3 million cases. I think the total is pretty important there.
Yeah, we are just around 6 million people in Denmark, a little shy.
But they show you the deaths off to the right there, and it's just about 7,000 deaths total.
And 238 in the last 28 days.
So if you look at weekly deaths on our scale right over here, there's that chart. You can see deaths are way down in that white. Yeah, they are way down compared to where they were back in 2021. So cases are down, deaths are down. It looks like it's petering out, man. I hope it is. Because just a few months ago, bro, look where we were in February. Oh my God, dude. January, February was like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Massive outbreak. Yeah, 12 views. 12 views on the video.
Hell yeah.
That's great, man. Oh, Cyber left a comment. And someone named Peter J left a comment a half hour after Cyber did, and he's speaking in German, and it looks like he's trying to get you to find blondes and brunettes at his sex site. It's fucking funny. It's in Germany, but I think I understand what he's saying there.
I need to check that out. I didn't see that.
Ali Sher Sean Aberzorst Zusman Dedai Newman 10 and 1 in whatever brunette.
Yeah, it looks like
blonde. That's
dating
where I'm
site
fair
shit.
when he's for already. It's funny. The recession just got worse. Okay, let's see what.
Just when we thought that things could not get worse, it just did. The stock market and the recession definitely did, because over the weekend, the S&P 500 dropped a massive 3.5%. But the reason why it dropped is because of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Every year, the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City hosts a giant meeting of bankers, policymakers, academics, researchers, and economists at that meeting. And there's some pretty big players like members of the European Central Bank, a chairman of the Swiss National Bank, a professor from Harvard, but most importantly, our favorite Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Papa Powell, aka Royal Penguin, who is ready to migrate the heck out of the US because he is so sick and tired of how hard his job is. But in that meeting, which lasted throughout the whole weekend, the economists got together to talk about where they thought the economy was going. In fact, there's a video of Jerome Powell giving his speech, but that video had only 11,000 views, which makes me sad because my new YouTube channel, Don't Sweat It, where we sit in a sauna and just sweat it out and talk about literally anything, with 0 subscribers, got more views than that on my first video, and I don't think it's anywhere near as important, but you should still subscribe. So I'm just gonna assume you did not watch Jerome Powell's video because you had better things to do, like literally anything. So let me just paraphrase it here.
Sir Powell, the floor is yours. Please come to the podium.
This thing on? Expect more pain.
Man, it cannot be good for his fucking device, whatever he's recording in a sauna with, to be bringing that fucking smartphone or camera
Josh
into that
G.
fucking goddamn sauna.
His mic sucks, or is it
No, it actually was a really good speech, but the most interesting part about it was that before this meeting, the stock market thought of Jerome Powell as what's called very dovish on inflation, meaning very slow to fight it, and he's famous for saying that he would allow the data to lead his decision-making process. But at this meeting, he did not hold back any punches, and he said it like it was. In fact, he gave 3 lessons that he's learned over the last 50 years from his predecessors that he wants to make sure that he's going to follow through with. So in today's video, I'm going to show you what those lessons are. I want to help explain what he said about the economy and the pain ahead, and then I'll tell you what happened to asset prices and how this will affect us. So with that said, let's get right into it. Hi, my name is Andre Jick. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay for the breakdown. So first, we'll talk about Bitcoin, real estate, and the stock market. Then we'll talk about the Fed's favorite way of measuring inflation, the PCE, which is super nerdy stuff. And then we'll talk about what was said inside of this super secret meeting, which actually wasn't secret at all. It's just that no one paid attention.
You know, we can smell cannabis while we hear about the economy.
Because its market cap dropped to $385 billion, or less than $20,000 per Bitcoin. That's a price level that a lot of investors never thought we'd see again, but as a reminder, if you're a crypto investor, just remember prices could always go way lower than you ever thought possible. So just be very careful, and it's also why I never invested more than 10% of my net worth at my cost basis, because it's extremely risky. Now, when it comes to real estate, mortgage rates on a 30-year fixed home loan have gone up to an average of 5.5%, which is insane. And sellers have become a little crazy because between the week of August 20th and August 25th, the average list price went up 14.4%. But that's also why homes have been sitting on an average of 4 days longer. And new listings have actually decreased 12%, which suggests that sellers want to wait and see what happens to the market. But nationally speaking, inventory levels have climbed to the highest levels that we've seen since 2009. And that suggests there's going to be a lot more pain ahead. So if you're in the market to buy a house right now, I would say wait a little longer. And by a little, I mean a lot. Now, as far as the stock market goes, though, it's also down a lot thanks to what Jerome Powell said, which is thanks to what's called the PCE, the personal consumption expenditures. I don't know why they give them such fancy names, and why couldn't they just call it the price change of the stuff we buy, because that's what it is. Now, remember, in June, we set a 40-year record high
Less
of
Peter Guitar Jam.
6.8%. Now,
Nah,
remember,
it's
we're
bad
always
luck.
1 month behind every time we get
I
the
hear
data.
it.
So when we got it in June, that
Dominic
was May.
Leo. Cheers.
Man, it's perfect to me coming out of my speakers, so I don't know what do you hear, Cyber?
I have earbuds on. He's peaking a little bit when he talks, and it sounds a little hollow.
Wow. That must be from my system doing that.
No, I don't think it's from you.
Because
I
his mic
think it's
sounds...
the video, because you're perfect.
Yeah, it's
You're
weird.
perfect.
Is data, right? And that's coincidentally when gas prices were extremely expensive. But the most recent PCE reading was 6.4%, which suggests that inflation should finally, hopefully, start to come down. But remember, that's also data from July. Now, the bad news is that PCE is still 6.4%, and that means we are very far away from the Fed's target rate of 2%. Now, the even worse news, though, is that inflation, or the PCE, at the end of this year is predicted to reach about 5.2%. So nowhere near the target rate of 2% either. It's not until 2023 when we get to 2.6, and 2024 when we get closer to the Fed's target rate of about 2%. The good news, though, is that it looks as though inflation has already peaked. And the reason the stock market is predicting this is because of the single biggest contributor of inflation, which are gas prices, which we could see are starting to come down. So assuming nothing else changes and gas will continue to go down, inflation should also come down. But that's only a theory and maybe famous last words. So that's what happened to asset prices and inflation. Now let's talk about this super secret banker meeting that happened in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. But first, a quick word from
Josh
today's
G.
sponsor. I've always been fascinated by statistics,
Holy
so
fuck.
let's talk
So
about
we
that
got
for
at
a
least
second.
2 more
Because
years
did
of
you know
this?
that roughly 70% of the U.S. population does not have a college degree? And
I
yet
can
we're all
wait it
told
out.
that having one is extremely important. But what if I told you that roughly
leaving everything
70% of
in
the world's
crypto.
leading economists are predicting
Half of
a
it I
recession
can't get
next
to
year?
anyway.
Would you stop investing?
So I
Of
don't
course
have a
not. You
choice on
should
that shit.
always be investing. In fact, with a possible recession ahead, now more than ever, it's important to put your money to work for you. But with most portfolios flatlining, and yes, even some of the most historically successful funds are all in the red, things are not looking good because we have lost over
gonna
$13 trillion worth of value in the last 8 months alone. So if
watch
you're
it
thinking
rain
that you
if
can
it
time the
rains.
market and pick the winners, especially while everything is in the red, well,
yeah,
good
we
luck.
got a,
But forget luck. You could
cloud
look at what the
right
world's
over
most
the
successful
house,
asset
man.
managers are doing. BlackRock just released
It's
a
blue.
bombshell report saying that the
Yeah.
portfolio of the future needs
It's
to
right
include
over our
alternative
house. It's
assets.
almost like
and
we
Larry
dialed it
Fink,
up
who is the head of BlackRock
and ordered
himself, said that one specific alternative
BlackRock.
is the new gold. And I'm talking about contemporary art. It has outpaced the S&P 500 by more than double in the last 25 years, and it's a great way to diversify because of its near zero correlation, which means when the stock market goes down in price like it has this year, the price of art may not necessarily have to follow. And more importantly, when inflation is over 3%, it appreciates more than gold, more than real estate, and more than the S&P 500. It's no wonder that Masterworks now has over 500,000 users on their platform because they're helping investors get contemporary art inside of their portfolios at a fraction of the full cost. In fact, to date, they've sold 6 paintings with an average net return of 29% to their investors, which is huge. That's twice as many paintings sold as compared to March, which is really cool for me to hear because that's when I first started talking about them. And after all, how often do we get to see the birth of a new fractionalized asset class and become a part of it like this? That's why Masterworks is slammed with investors joining the platform, so there is a waitlist, but you could skip it by clicking on the link in the description below the video. Thank you, Masterworks, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now let's get back to it. So here's what Jerome Powell said in that super secret meeting. He said, in order to bring inflation down to 2% and stabilize prices, that they'll have to be below trend growth and that we'll see a softening of the labor market. And this is just a fancy way of saying
They will also bring some pain to households and businesses.
this means that people will most likely lose their jobs at some point. He says even though the economy is strong right now, the labor market is way out of balance with far more job openings than there are workers willing to work those jobs. And then he says something that a lot of people are probably thinking right now.
A single month's improvement falls far short of what the committee will need to see before we are confident that inflation is moving down.
So ultimately here he says the Federal Reserve will continue raising rates as much as they need to, even if it means not printing money a la Super Mario coin block style for quite some time. Then he goes into his top 3 lessons that he's learned over the last 50 years. These are actually really interesting. Lesson number 1, he says, is that it's his job, and by extension the Federal Reserve's job, to keep the economy stable. This is his way of saying, I'm not going to wait for the government to do their job, I have to do it myself. Now, lesson number 2 is the game of psychology. This is what economists like to call consumer expectations, and it's super fascinating. Check this out.
If the public expects that inflation will remain low and stable over time, then absent major shocks, it likely will. Unfortunately, the same is true of expectations of high volatile inflation.
And this makes so much sense, because if we think prices will go higher, then of course we're going to spend our money today rather than wait until tomorrow. But ironically, that's the self-fulfilling prophecy of inflation, and it's exactly what happened in the 1970s. Now, thankfully right now, the general consensus of the public is that we all think that inflation will come down, which is a good thing, but that's what he says they have to fight, and that's why lesson number 3 is to be persistent about destroying this thought of inflation when we go shopping. So that's their 3 priorities. Now, if you made it this far into the video, even though you didn't ask, let me give you my personal thoughts. I'd love to know your thoughts about this, because there's kind of 2 sides to the argument on this one. The first side is, of course, Papa Jerome Powell's side, which is just, let's increase interest rates, bring demand down, and inflation will cool down, right? But on the other side, people like Senator Elizabeth Warren
Are you guys still hearing everything on the live stream? On the live stream?
Yeah, it sounds better. It sounds better now.
Okay.
saying increasing interest rates does nothing to help the reason why the economy is really suffering in the first place, which is that we have to fix the supply chain problems, right? And by increasing interest rates, all that's doing is putting the economy more at risk, and people could lose their jobs, which would be a horrible situation to be in if prices are also especially
Josh
high.
G.
So those are 2 sides of the
More
argument.
videos
now,
like
this is
this.
probably the
Love
angriest
this,
that we've all
thanks.
ever seen Papa Jerome Powell. It's almost like he was frustrated that the market wasn't taking him seriously enough. And now that he's emphasized just how strong he's about to get on inflation, and he'll increase interest rates no matter what the cost, the market was finally like, okay, fine, we believe you, and the market sold off. Now, this also means that more than likely, when we get the next inflation report, the Consumer Price Index, which will be released on September 13th, regardless of what that number is, the federal funds rate will go up substantially. My money will be betting on at least 0.75%. Now, it could be 0.5%, but based on what Jerome Powell has been telling us, managing the average everyday consumer and business person mentality is the #1 priority. So he wants to beat us up with a club over the head with those 0.75% increases until we think, okay, inflation's going to come down. Now, for me personally, even though I think I'm right, because I follow this stuff religiously, because I have a YouTube channel and no one cares other than nerds like me, at the end of the day, I'm not going to speculate with my portfolio and try to time the market. Even though some people are upset that interest rates on loans are about to become more expensive, chances are stocks, real estate, and crypto will continue going down, so it's very tempting to sell everything and wait. Just remember this chart. There will always be a ton of great sounding reasons to sell your portfolio and wait, but chances are the stock market will recover, and you just never know when and for what reason that will happen. So for me, I will continue to reinvest all of my dividend income via the DRIP method and continue buying the broad market index fund that is the VTI stock. I think the ultimate truth, though, is that we need to bring the economy back to reality, and the longer the Federal Reserve delays the inevitable pain of increasing rates, the worse the economy becomes for us in the future. So for now, I'd brace myself, build a bigger cash position, build a larger emergency fund, because you never know what could happen, especially with what's going on overseas. But as far as Jerome Powell is concerned, I think he's doing the right thing, but of course, I could be wrong, and I'd love to know your thoughts. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll continue to reinvest all of my dividend income via the
Dominic
DRIP
Leo.
method and continue buying the broad
Nay,
market
I'm staying
index.
in the market. Good time to get in.
Vanguard short-term inflation protected VTIP. VTI is Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. It's an ETF. So it's VTI is the stock.
Buying the broad market index fund. Via the DRIP method and continue buying the broad market index.
So you want a piece of that? It's $214 a
Drop all
share.
day. Anyone else waiting for the housing market to crash?
So if you're interested in VTI and investing in what he's suggesting you invest in, it's VTI. Broad market Spectrum stock ETF
fund. That is the V.
He holds 955 shares worth $200,000. I'd love to see his average buy-in on that. If it's at 214 right now, I wonder what his average buy-in on it is. It's 34% of his portfolio. You can see so much information right there. Oh, there it is right there. Average cost, man. His average buy-in is 220, 219.15, and right now it's at 214.50.
Nays Garden.
It's lower than where he's bought it
Download
at,
Twitter
on the
or
average.
visit twitter.com and search at Nays Garden, at Nays Garden Show, at Truthier News for the full podcast experience.
Answers all of our questions. Right
YouTube channel at Truthier News on Twitter.
He's up right now. His average buy-in is above where the current price is, but how is he plus? Oh, overall he's negative 4.445. I see. Overall he's negative. Today he's plus 3. I don't know how, but that's
TI
confusing.
stock. I think the ultimate
Maybe he bought some today or something.
truth, though, is that we need to bring the economy back to reality.
So 214, man.
And continue buying the broad market index fund.
214.50 right now.
That is the VTI stock. I think the ultimate truth, though, is that we need to bring the economy back to reality, and the longer the Federal Reserve delays the inevitable pain of increasing rates, the worse the economy becomes for us in the future. So for now, I'd brace myself, build a bigger cash position, build a larger emergency fund, because you never know what could happen, especially with what's going on overseas. But as far as Jerome Powell is concerned, I think he's doing the right thing, but of course, I could be wrong, and I'd love to know your thoughts. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to grab up to 2.
What are you guys saying over there? That was a good video.
Do you really think that somebody is coming to save you? Do you think that your government has your back? Well, let me tell you a very simple, hard truth. No one is coming to save you. We are
Bottom
right
of
now
the
facing
hour. No law regarding
unprecedented
cannabis.
challenges globally, and your
Cyber
government,
reload.
far from helping you,
Yeah.
are
Cheers.
largely the ones that have actually
Cheers.
caused most of
back.
this mess. In this
I
video,
just
I want to
smoked
discuss some of the big issues facing markets right now and how you can save.
What did you say?
I said just smoked though, but I'm packing again.
Okay. Dude, I'm tripping on Lark's fucking pattern on his shirt, bro. I think I see a 3D image in there.
It looks like one of the skins to COD Vanguard.
Hell yeah, bro.
Save yourself. My name's Lark. I make videos on investing. If you do like that topic, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a little thumbs up on this video to let me know you like this kind of content.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
And by the way, my team and I make Wealth Mastery. It's a newsletter every single week sent twice to your inbox. Absolutely jam-packed with value. We talk about altcoins and DeFi and NFTs and airdrops and much, much. Let's get into this topic. As you've probably noticed, the world's a crazy place, and 2022 has brought on a lot of new challenges for investors. But most of these challenges did not just magically happen by accident. They were either brought about by reckless incompetence from the political class, or even more worryingly, they were all deliberately done with the intention of crushing you and ensuring that you will own nothing. But don't worry, a few beers, a few Prozacs, and you'll probably be be even happy about your inevitable slide into financial slavery. Let's talk about the challenges. First is the European gas crisis. Due to sanctions on Russia over the Ukraine war, Europe is now facing a very real and pressing energy crisis. The prices for natural gas and firewood and coal all exploding. Regular people face a very cold winter with energy bills in some countries soaring up by even like 1,000%, truly crushing for the average person. But that didn't happen by accident. This energy crisis, it is a direct result of the political class and their decisions in Europe.
Did I tell them about the fire ants yet, Cyber?
I think you did in the beginning, right?
You
You
guys,
said it was
did I say how
second day you got attacked.
Josh
and how you
G.
can repel them?
When did the war begin again?
Yeah, with white vinegar.
Have we hit 6
Yes.
damn months?
Yes, with white vinegar. When did the war begin again? Have we hit 6 months yet? Josh G wants to know. The war began what? February, March, right? April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, just about the birthday of the. It was like It was like. What did it start on? February 13th, or was it March 17th, or some kind of a weird date like that? Okay, Google. What date did Russia invade Ukraine?
2022 Russian
February
invasion of
24th.
Ukraine was on Thursday, February 24th.
February 24th. I got that. I was close on the month.
Josh G. Nuts.
So February, March, April, May, June, July,
Yeah,
August.
they waited till after
Yeah.
after the Olympic had stopped to invade.
We've hit 6 months. August 24th was 6 months. So it's over 6 months.
I mean, what the heck did they think would happen when they started sanctioning their primary energy supplier? Use your brains, guys. But they don't care. They don't care about you because the crisis doesn't really affect them. Why would they care? The best most people can hope for is some kind of stimulus package from the governments to help out with the energy bills, the helicopter money out to everybody. But as we know, these packages, they're always too little, too late. And of course, printing more money will only make the already raging inflation problem even worse. Craziness. That leads me on to the second point, the inflation crisis. Again, this didn't just magically happen. And inflation is at crisis levels. Let's be clear about that. 8.5% in the USA, crushing. Up to 15% predicted for the UK, also crushing. Many Eurozone countries facing double-digit inflation. Countries like Argentina and Turkey destroying lives with high double-digit inflation. Absolutely crushing. Whether through incompetence or nefarious intent, the world's political class has screwed you. Inflation is death by 1,000 cuts. A guarantee that if you stay in cash, you lose. Wages are not even close to keeping up with inflation globally, meaning that a cost of living crisis is hitting hundreds of millions, if not billions of people right now. Every day, your money buys less and less of the things that you need to live. And it's all by design. It's not a mistake. Central banks manipulate the currency of your country. Your money is backed by literally nothing, which allows them to manipulate it in the way that they do. It's just useless paper and numbers in databases. It's a fugazi, man. And the butt of this bad economic policy is that they still expect you to pay taxes after all that, even though they just print more money whenever they want to bail out their buddies at the banks or whatever. They get free money. They just don't want regular people to get ahead. They print money, they hand it out to their mates, they get to front run you on the inflation that money printing causes, all while ensuring that wages don't keep pace with inflation so that they get the maximum buying power for those free dollars. It's a scam. Central banks are a scam. Inflation's a scam. Interest rate hikes are a scam. And fiat is a scam. It's the biggest lie ever told in the world. And everybody believes it. The manipulation going on is insane. Just think about right now the situation. The Federal Reserve is crashing the market on purpose. Your portfolio is getting wrecked because that is what they want to do. They're intentionally destroying the economy.
Dude, he is preaching, brother. I got to tell you, this is powerful. I love the way he's pressing on this. He's usually very pulled back and reined in when he speaks, but he's just fucking. This is like ranting for him, and it's great.
But he's right, you know.
Yeah, and he's not missing any points at all. It's like I don't see any quick edits or anything. He's just like, and you know he's not reading the script.
When you lose your job later this year, guess what? That's also what they wanted to do. Is intentional. Regular people are always an afterthought for the political class. Sit down, shut up, pay your taxes, or else. The decisions being made by the political class are ruining lives. And sadly, most people just take it. And instead of going out and taking some kind of action to save themselves from this rat-infested sinking ship, most people stand around arguing about the very issues that were designed to divide us and keep us
all day.
in
Dude,
the dark.
I swear.
2
The
hour
last thing
show
the political
show.
class wants is
That
an awakened
pattern.
and
Josh
organized
G.
population.
Fired up and
They
tired of
don't
taking
want
losses
that. They
large.
don't need that.
That I swear that pattern on his shirt. I'm gonna stare at it for a second
Dominic
and see
Leo.
if it'll do that repeating shit.
Made both heating oil and diesel fuel stockpile is low. For the winter coming.
Almost, dude. I could almost do that shit with my eyes on his shirt. I'll try it again. I'm gonna focus more on the black parts. You see the repeating pattern in the black by his microphone? You could do this with a mixing board. Just like those 3D paintings that you look at, you got to blur your eyes when you look kind of through them, kind of look past them, and you kind of connect the pieces back together, but it's like blurry, but then it kind of clears up. But you got to kind of concentrate on it.
Josh G. Lark is peacocking.
It works really good. He's a pimp, man. It works really good on a repeating pattern like that. You can totally do it on a mixing board. I've done it in the recording studio. When you're tired and you've been mixing for hours in the studio, man, you look down at the mixing board and all of a sudden it looks like you don't know where to put your hands. It looks like you just put your hand through it because your eyes blur, you know? It's so cool.
It makes it so much harder to steal from you if you know what's going on. In so many ways, these policies of boom and bust cycles are simply a part of the long-running globalist designs, which is currently being called the Great Reset. And that's not a moment in time, it's a process, a deliberate process, a transfer of wealth from your pocket into theirs. It's been going on for decades and it's accelerating now. So how do you save yourself and your family from this? Well, you have got to rise above all of this crap. Yes, it's happening. Yes, it's real. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, you can feel lost and a sense of despair.
There's
at
the thunder
times.
again.
It's crazy stuff, man. But the only way out is to obtain wealth. And you are not going to obtain real wealth by
I wanna
keeping
go
your
and pull
money
some more
in a
weeds.
bank account. Nope, that's how they obtain wealth. And you're not going to obtain real wealth by working a regular 9-to-5 job. Nope, again, that's how they obtain wealth, using your money, using your labor. And look, a 9-to-5 can be a launch for your journey onto wealth, right? But it alone is not going to be enough. Remember, your wages are not growing in line with inflation. You're losing. Your pension, good luck with that, man. Pray
Dominic
that by the
Leo.
time you retire,
True
your
what he
pension
said.
can actually cover the basics like food and power, right? There are millions of old people around the world right now who live in poverty on pensions. Those increases in power and stuff like that and food prices are crushing these people. You cannot rely on your pension to save you. You have to invest. You have to obtain wealth to give you and your family the options to survive in this uncertain world. Second homes and second countries, extra passports, even just ensuring that you have enough wealth built up to ride out any storm in the global economy, because there will be storms and they will be thrown at you. Guess what the rich people in Europe think about the energy crisis? They probably don't give a crap, man, because it doesn't really affect them. If their energy bills go from 500 to 5,000, it doesn't matter. And look, I wish we had a more equitable world where the poor and powerless of society we're not shit on by the global elites, but this is the reality of the world that we live in right now. If you're still early on your journey in creating wealth, then realize that now is not the time for complacency. During such market conditions, people get bored, they lose interest during bear markets, but this bear market is actually like a cheat code for massive wealth generation. When the next market run comes around, so many of those low cap crypto coins, they're going to do 100x. 100x is insane. That's like the potential to turn $1,000 into $100,000. And I've largely found that your results in the cryptocurrency market are largely equal to your input of time. Find those airdrops.
Les
Get onto
Peter
those
Guitar
test
Jam.
nets. Get early on DeFi.
Price on
platforms, and the
electricity in
rewards are
Denmark
high.
is up
Find low cap
32%.
gems during the bear market. Research and take action. Even just buying the top coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, that can 10x.
I bet you doesn't Denmark produce a lot of their own energy? Okay, Google.
I thought we did with windmills, but we import a lot of fucking electricity from, and we used to get a lot of fucking gas and shit from Russia, and we don't know more. They cut it off. So I lost a debate on Reddit. I thought we fucking had windmills that produced everything for us, but we don't.
Oh.
We import more than we export.
Your money in the next bull run whenever that happens. But do not go crypto only. Dividend stocks are a nice way to get regular passive income. I love my dividend stocks. Tech stocks, they're dead price wise right now, but the majority of these tech stocks, which are down 80 or 90%, they're not going anywhere. Those companies are mostly not going to go bankrupt. That is because we live in the exponential age right now. Numbers are going to go up. And finally, we are seeing global property markets cooling, which again presents an opportunity for investors to get deals and to create both passive income and also create a base of wealth and a place to store your wealth. And I know that none of this stuff just happens. It takes a lot of work to make it, without a doubt. But if you want to build true financial freedom, then know that it is worth it, that you can do it, that it is accessible to you. You just have to get out there and work for it. A lot of people defeat themselves psychologically before they even make it to the starting line. You can do this. Now is your opportunity to be taking your steps on the path to doing that, because again, no one is coming to save you. You have to save yourself, and the best way to do that is through investing. Anyway.
That's great. Okay, so great advice from a great guy. Check out Lark Davis' channel on YouTube. He's the Crypto Lark, at the Crypto Lark on Twitter as well. You guys hear about this one? Iran tried to kidnap an American drone boat at sea, and they failed.
Wow.
Here's a video of the incident, man. Pretty cool. So this is an Iranian ship towing an American drone boat, you know, and there's the American vessel coming up. And there's the American vessel coming up saying, yeah, you guys not be doing that shit. They dispatched American troops. There's another boat. I believe you're going to see a second American boat pull up, or possibly an aircraft. It might be a chopper. I mean, that's obviously, I'm pretty sure it's a chopper that's getting this on video, but this could be a satellite. So I take it there's no sound. Oh, there is sound. No, there's no sound. Look at them towing that thing.
Sean,
Hey,
aka
Sean,
Trendy
what's up,
Orca.
buddy?
Hi, nay.
Hey, we're looking at a video from
Brop all day.
from the ocean,
Idiots.
bro. I know, right, Brop?
Fishing Vibes
Fishing
TV.
Vibes TV. What's up, brother? Dude, this video footage is awesome. I feel like I'm in game right now. Oh, that was it. That's all they had.
Fishing Vibes TV. You ever play Fortnite, LOL?
No. Trump freaks out. Oh, yeah, who cares?
Sean, aka Trendy Orca. Nate is the most badass podcaster ever. Cheers to all you trendy mofos out there.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean. Winnie the Pooh horror film drops a disturbingly bloody and violent trailer. Uh-oh, we might have to watch this, folks. Ooh. Ooh. That is evil looking. Oh, my God.
Brop all day. My 9-year-old wins in Fortnite all the time.
Fucking evil Winnie the Pooh, bro. What do you think of that? Dude looks pretty evil. I'm just saying.
Brop all day. First place out of 100 with 10 kills. Fishing Vibes TV. I can't build for crap, LOL. Am always second or third place.
It's called Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is the name of the movie. Disturbingly bloody and violent trailer. Really? I want to see it, dude. Why can't I see the fucking trailer? I wonder if it's on YouTube. Oh yeah, Blood and Honey.
Fishing Vibes TV.
Oh.
When's the Pooh movie
Official
supposed to come
trailer.
out? LOL. I heard about it.
Dude.
Josh G. Try no build mode. Fishing
Here's
Vibes.
the trailer for it.
It's in the game modes and is so much better.
You know, you're the first person I ever shown this place to.
Why am I so special?
Because soon we'll be Christopher and Mary Robin. You should be close now.
We're not going to find them.
We will. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, we were friends for many years, and they're out there.
Christopher, we need to leave. Now.
I really need to find out what's happened here, okay?
If you find horror disturbing, you might want to stop watching.
This place is kind of cold. Did you say
Fishing Vibes TV. This can't be real, LOL.
we need to go?
Yeah, it
Nays
is.
Garden.
Oh yeah, it's real.
Download Twitter or visit twitter.com and search at Nays Garden, at Nays Garden Show, at Truthier News for the full podcast experience. YouTube channel at Truthier News on Twitter.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Why are you doing this?
Big Merc 83.
I would have never left that.
Ain't nobody playing no Fortnite crap for 9-year-old.
Nice, dude. Blood and honey. Winnie the Pooh. Blood and honey. Yeah, it's real. It's really a movie. Oh my god, that shit was crazy insane. Did you see that woman's face is all beat the fuck up, dude?
Big Merc 83. PSSSH.
Winnie the Pooh beat the fuck out of her. He wants to get the fuck out of my house, bitch.
Fishing Vibes TV. Haha, bro, them 9-year-olds are way better than us at games.
9 years, yeah, you gotta watch, dude. I'm telling you.
Fishing Vibes TV. Fortnite takes skill I'll give them that I underestimated it.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Fishing Vibes TV. My Call of Duty aim is still superior.
Yeah. Dr. Oz scam artist history.
Big Merc 83. I am deep into conflict of nations, Cully.
Currently.
Big Merc 83. It's like Command and Conquer 2.0.
$1988 Ford Ranger 302 V8 with pony wheels. Hell yeah, Token Dave. What, son? Dude, when's the last time Token Dave put up a fucking video? 6 years ago? Come on, Token Dave.
Fishing
Dave.
Vibes TV. What's the fastest car you ever been in, Nay?
Token Dave was getting 37.
Josh G. Oh, a Ranger with a V8 swap? Now that's what I call truckin'.
58,000 views, man, on a video Token Dave was, and then he was getting 59 views. Fucking 64 views, 93 views. Yeah, you tell me they didn't fucking bury his channel. And then everything was under 300 for the most part. There's a few that went in 2000. There's a 5,000 one. That's 8 years ago, though. They fucking throttled him. It's so obvious. Motherfuckers. Anywho, I'm going to go pull some weeds, man. That's what I've been doing today. I'm going to finish up these beds and keep working. Makes it look nice out there. Love you guys. Take care. I'll see you soon. I hope you guys had fun. Remember, this is nothing that I ever do on my podcasts and take seriously. Okay? Okay. Take care, guys. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Might be tonight. Never know. You guys tune into me on Twitter, please. I'm at Truthier News.
Big Merc 83. 1988 Mazda RX 7 140 miles per hour on freeway.
On the on at Nays Garden at Truthier News. Go to
Big Merc
truthier.news.
83. Hashtag keep it open.
And Nays Garden and at Nays Garden and at Nays Garden Show. Follow them all, retweet them all, and I'll see you guys over there. And remember, man, this video was about Unholy Rome.
Fishing Vibes TV. Hell yeah.
Check out Unholy Rome. It's UNHOLYROM3 at Unholy Rome on Twitter. At UNHOLYROM3. I'm following him. I'm trying to follow him on all my channels. I don't know if I have yet, but I'll try to remember to do that on each one. I probably already am. Make sure you follow him and share those links around. Even if you don't send him money, send the links around so other people can decide. They can watch the video that I send my video out of Unholy Rome. Send the video out from my YouTube channel. I'll give you guys a link in the chat to that video. And you guys can share it around, right? It's that video right there. It's funky, fresh, and fine, man. Your friends will love it. Here's a link to the video. It works, brings it right up. There's a direct link to the video in the chat, guys. Please, everybody go there, watch the video, just to get me an extra view. Give me a thumbs up while you're there watching the video. Give me a thumbs up. Click on it, give me a thumbs up. Then grab the link and go share that link around, please. All right, get that link out there. It's got all the links to the ways people can send him money. And like I said, I've already sent him money. I just hope that other people decide to send him money too, because it's for a really good cause. Somebody just stole, a table saw from him. He uses it to make things like this bench. Right here. So, check out the video. Check out all the beautiful things he does for his community and for other communities all around the country. He travels around. He spends his money to do this. He is a selfless giver, and all he wants to do is help everybody. So you can help him help everybody. Love you guys. Thanks again. It's at Unholy Rome with a 3 at the end instead of an E on Twitter. All right. Bye, guys. Oh, and you can go see the interview that we did with him several years back. You can just go to Nays Garden. You just go to naysgarden.com. And there's an interview that we did. And that was, a long time ago. And it was, the name of the video is Look, It's a Black Atheist. So you can go to, just want to make sure I can do that. Nays Garden, trendyasdabbers.com. Okay, I'm going to trendyasdabbers.com. Where you will see this. You'll see the live show. Live. See me live right there. It's great. And if you want to see Look, It's a Black Atheist, right here, guys. This is Rome. You can just click on that video, and that'll bring up the interview.
Wow, 47 people follow me. Let me tell you something. I'm really, really disappointed in my left-leaning followers on Twitter, man. Okay, you're on mute. We got you on mute here. It usually mutes you right when you come in. Oh, there you
27
are.
people were watching. There he is.
So let me just get your name right off the bat, because it said is it Romy?
No, it's just Rome.
Rome. Okay, cool. Fantastic. pin this. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. Let me fix my lighting 1 second.
You do what you got to do. I'm live on my show. You're live on my show right now too. Just so you know, we are hot, and you just whatever you have to do.
It's good. It's good.
I love it. Oh my God. So
you rolling one up?
There's the video. You guys can go check that out. Go watch it. Understand who he is, what he's about. Understand that this was from 2020, September 13th, 2020, guys, that interview. So 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. I love it. A couple days over. This is where we were. And oh man, could we see freaking Rogan in the background? I wonder if Rogie ever comes up. My Beazle. Here, I got up here. Oh, hey Beazle, I was just talking about you.
And blood will be spilled. You're right. Hey, you.
There he is.
Speaking
this is what it comes down to is our life or theirs, man.
Oh my God! Look at me, just pick him right up.
Oh, what's good? That's a girl.
He's no, he's a boy, 60 pounds. Yeah, he's chopped. He's chopped, but he's a 60-pound bully. His name's Rogan. I named him after Joe. I named him after Joe Rogan.
That's awesome. I picked him up, bro. 2 hours and 17 minutes in. Anyway, you guys, he's real as it gets, man. Please go check him out. It would mean a lot to me if you just go check him out. Okay. Once again, I love you guys. Take care.